Hey guys, it's Jacques from MakuluLinux, and it's that time of the week again. Time for a video. Okay, kind of when I said that, I kind of thought of that couple Linux videos. He always does that. Then he has the tune playing. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to update you on what I've been doing since I made the last video. Well, couple of changes. Nice changes, I hope. I was sitting here thinking, how can I make use of this Cairo dock bar without it being an actual dock bar? Because I really don't like dock bars. I mean, I really don't like them. They kind of just feel like some kind of add-on just pasted in the middle of nowhere. And so it was bugging me. You know, I really don't like this thing being disabled, just lying in the background, useless, and only some users may use it. The other users might see it as an extra that I installed that shouldn't be there, so I wasted space and blah blah blah. And then I came up with this idea of, well, this launcher of Unity sucks. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest reasons I hate Unity, is this stupid launcher. You can't browse any menu or anything. You pretty much have to type your request in before you actually get to see anything. So if you've installed a new app and you aren't even sure what the proper name is or the spelling, because a lot of times when you do apt-get and type the name, it's a different name to the one that pops up in the menu. I've had that a couple of times, and then, you know, so finding stuff can be difficult. And so I thought, well, why not just turn that Cairo dock bar into a start menu, like a proper classic start menu, and just plonk it down here next to the panel. I mean, originally I had it here in the middle of the screen, but then I thought, no, just move it over to the side. It's out of the way. You open up a window, it disappears, so it's not in your way, and you just have this nice little classic menu pop up, totally nicely lined up with the side panel. And there you have a classic menu. So if you want to just search something quickly, similar to Synapse, because this is basically just a bigger version of Synapse in the end. That's pretty much what this launcher is. Then you can pretty much do that, or just move your mouse down and use the classic menu. At first it felt a little weird with the two launchers, but you know, spending a day with this, it actually feels very good and very natural. You know, got a launcher on top there and one at the bottom. It's similar to how it was on all the other Makulu editions left and right launchers, except the one is on top and the other one's at the bottom. So that is probably one of the biggest changes that I've made since the last video. I've added this little dock classic launcher right here in the bottom corner where you can easily get to it. So you've still got, you know, I've made it all feel very comfortable, because you've got all your icons here. I mean, people are going to swap and change and remove and add stuff here, but I've got the launcher on top, I've got the file manager below that, I've got the web browser below that, I've got the terminal below that, I've got the app grid, which is your software manager, below that, I've got Synaptic below that. Those are the ones you're going to be using the most, so they're right over there. The other ones that you'll probably be using, let me just close that. The other ones you'll probably be using is the Ubuntu tweak, because you do know that the GTK3 engine, the GTK3 themes do not show up in appearance, so I've removed appearance completely. If you actually click on it, nothing happens, because it just sucks. The only things you set in there is your wallpaper and your themes, and wallpaper in this edition is controlled through the wallpaper changer, and the themes are obviously controlled through Ubuntu tweak. You cannot control GTK3 themes through the default settings panel, so I removed appearance. It's just going to confuse users, and I'll probably remove that entry anyway. So yeah, so Ubuntu tweak is here, your system settings is there, your workspaces is there. I've set up 8 workspaces compared to the default 4 I had before, so you got 8 workspaces there. So that's pretty cool. It's plenty. I mean, you can even set more if you want. But and you've got Leafpad and Pigeon, and then your Office. Those are pretty much pretty much it's stuff everybody's going to use every day, so they're all very useful. You can obviously just unlock from launcher, remove stuff. If you want to add something else, just drag it over from the menu. You know, just drag it over, click, drag, put it into your panel, remove other stuff, and there you got a nice panel. So you want to quickly get to files, you just click there and it's open, you know. And then you can either close it on top there, or you can just right click and quit or whatever. You want to open terminal, it's right there. Now the guys have said that they're having trouble with just hold on, bloody phone again. Sorry about that. Seems my timing's always bad. Okay. So there were guys that said that with the themes that the text is hard to see with the transparency, and you know, I've really made these menus so that it's not. I mean, there you can see it's a bright white. The actual menu here as well, the text is nice and bold, you know. Of course you can't select that, so it's very grey, but the rest of the text is nice and bold, so it's easy to see. I will also I'm actually busy working on a couple of themes at the moment. Thus far I've got, let's see, let me show you some of the themes I've been working on. So I've stuck to the default naming where it's easy, in case people install their own themes, at least they know which were the default. So we got the Makulu Black, which is a non-transparent theme, as you can see there, non-transparent. Well, there's a little bit of transparency on it, but I mean the actual border and stuff doesn't go extremely transparent. But that's a very black theme, very dark theme. I suspect a lot of people will love this theme. It's quite a funky theme, you know, it's dark and bright. And then you've got the damn it. Then you've got the blue theme, okay, which is a very light but blue theme. Okay, so that a lot of people might not like. I've still got to sit and sort out these menus. They're very dark on top, but I'll fix that. So that's a very blue theme. Let's make that bold again. Big. And we've got a blue theme, and then we've got a dark blue theme, and I suspect this one will also be quite popular. And then we've got a brown theme, which is also kind of cool. And we've got another very dark theme, but this is the OMG dark theme, so that's pretty cool as well. Then we've got the dark blue theme. This will be very popular. I think this was actually the Ambience DS theme that I've been editing on. This has got some transparency on as well. This I think will be extremely popular theme as well. Very, very nice. I love the almost I don't know, like Tron look to it or whatever. So I suspect that will be a very nice theme as well. Then you've got the grey theme, which is similar to the light theme. It's just a more grayer, you know, where the light is very white here. This one's a lot more grayer, as you'll see now, going from grey to light. You see this is a lot more white, just a little lighter. This is the default theme, the Makulu light theme. Then you've got the light grey theme, which is a lot more grayer everywhere. And then you've got the monochrome theme, so that's another nice one, sort of a flat grey, dark, with dark on certain places, light on others. Then you've got the night theme, which is also another really cool theme. It's like almost like a bluish color, but a weird blue. And then you've got the Makulu white, which is a completely white theme, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, so there's quite a few nice little themes that come with the distro that I've made so far, that I've been sort of messing around with. I'll mess around with more as time goes on. And yes, I heard those guys saying they want non-transparent themes, so I'll work on that as well. Some of the other changes I've made, I've removed the borders, the scrolling borders in some windows, but added them in others. For example, the terminal, I don't like the little side scrolling window there. You can still scroll with your mouse, and you can add it back if you want, but I really don't like it. I like when I maximize, it kind of looks like it takes over the whole window, so that's pretty cool. The Nautilus, I've added a lot more extensions, although you probably won't see them here, but Dropbox is incorporated, and Send to Dropbox is incorporated as well. Um, a lot more functionality actually with context menus and things. I've also been editing on the apps a lot. My Paint is in there now. My Paint. What else is new here? Wait, I've added a couple more DconF editors there now. Well, Ubuntu Tweak is there as well. The see, I know I added quite a few apps here. Oh, BleachBit is there, of course. The Makulu constructor is now fully incorporated, so that's also something that's new since the last one. I mean, I'd started working on it before, but it's now fully operational with the new installer, meaning you can now run Makulu Instructor much the same way as you did in the Cinnamon Debian 64-bit. Makulu Constructor I adapted to work with Ubuntu, and I've used the exact same installer as the Makulu Cinnamon 64-bit. So it's actually a Debian installer that I've adapted to work on Ubuntu. That wasn't easy, by the way, but got it working. So so a couple of new stuff, obviously. The rest is still pretty much the same as the last video. Wine is there, Steam is there, you got an antivirus, you got a firewall, and you've got this nice unique look with the two launcher buttons. The one on top, which is the default Unity launcher, and you've got the classic launcher at the bottom here, so that's pretty cool. It's out of the way, and like I said, whenever you open a window, because it's the Cairo dock that I've converted into a launcher, the moment you open up a window it moves out of the way, so that's pretty cool. The app grid is obviously the software manager. The guys that haven't seen the last video, so I'm just gonna show that off. Sorry, my internet's a little slow. So yeah, it's a much simpler software manager than Ubuntu Software Center, and it's faster as well, a lot faster. And LeafPad is in here. That's your default text editor. You'll also notice something, with like the window borders. They've got two different modes, like if you highlight them and if you unhighlight them, you can actually see them change as well. So that's pretty cool. So if you have something open in the background, the border window looks different to the one that's obviously highlighted. So yeah, lots of just little things I've been working on just all over the show. Also fixing stuff, as I find bugs I fix them, and some guy said I should show off more of what I do back end, but it's hard in videos. I mean, really nobody wants to hear about the Bluetooth is fixed and this icon over here in the menu is fixed, and those really make boring videos. So the eye candy unfortunately is one of the things that you can really like show off in a video. And then I saw a comment there as well about how did I do this on Debian. This is not Debian. This is the Ubuntu 14.04.2 LTS long-term support. So I built this Unity on that. Okay, so it's not a Debian build. It's an Ubuntu-based build. So yeah. I'm also thinking about doing maybe a weekly release on this, where this is probably going to be hitting Alpha 2 soon. So I was thinking maybe do like every Monday release Alpha 2, the Monday after that do Beta 1, the Monday after that do Beta 2, and then move into the final releases until it's ready for public, like everyday use. So maybe comment on that. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'd have to speak to DistroWatch and see if they'll put each and every version on the main page every Monday. But might be good PR for the project as well. Get more users involved, and the users can then literally become the testers, where they could post the bugs and stuff on the forums, or Makulu forums. I could put a tester section there, and then I can get fixing quicker. So yeah, I thought of that idea. But yeah, I must say I'm really happy with this Unity build so far. It's actually shaping up to be really, really nice. And I got to tell you, the big difference for me is this menu at the bottom here, because without it, I mean, really, I think that's one of the biggest things, the problems that people have with Unity. It's not the side panel. The side panel a person can get used to very quickly. I mean, to me it's second nature already, and I've only been spending a few weeks on it. The actual launcher is the problem here. You can literally not search anything other than having to type it. You cannot scroll, or it really sucks. It like sucks worse than anything I've ever seen suck before. So I mean, it has its advantages, but when you actually need to scroll to a app, you can't. That sucks. So in that case, this launcher is really nice, and it's out of the way. I can make it smaller too, but I like that size. Kind of fits just level with the recycle bin. So yeah, let me know what you think of the changes. I'm always up for comments and suggestions and feedback and stuff. But please, keep it reasonable. Guys are requesting that I put this panel in, and I do this and I do that, and I understand that you might like that, but that's your take on things. Not everybody might like a panel on the right or a panel at the bottom, or so I kind of have to design for the general population. So the less cluttered stuff I put on, the better, because you can always add that stuff yourself manually afterwards. But yeah, this is Jacques from MakuluLinux, showing off the new Unity coming your way soon. It is looking nice. It's a really different take on Unity altogether. I mean, it's not your standard Unity with the standard menu and the standard look. It is quite different. It's quite different. And yeah, I'm sorry, there is a lot of transparency again. You can kind of see through the menus. And if you open up like anything and you drop down the menu, you can see through it as well, but not to the point where the text is hard to see. I mean, that text is very easy to see, very, very easy to see. But yeah, all the menus do have some transparency. Actually, if you open up kind of over something, you'll see what I mean. So so yes, there is transparency in the build. It does enhance, it does make it look newer and more polished, but the text is still incredibly easy to see. Maybe one or two of the themes might need some tweaking in that area, but I'll do that. I mean, I've only just started messing with themes, and already there's quite a nice selection of themes, and I don't think I'm going to go too much more. I don't want to bloat the size of the OS, which by the way at this point in time is already at about 1.5 gigabytes, and I really don't want to push off further than that. 1.6 gigabytes is my max. I mean, Unity is a big install on its own. I really can't do much about that. So it's not like XFCE or Cinnamon where you kind of do a 1.2 or 1.3 gigabyte ISO. Unity is large, and pretty much anything extra just bloats it, size wise. So expect, if whoever's going to use this can expect about a 1.5 1.6 gigabyte ISO. There's nothing I can do about that. But looking very snazzy. I love it. And even the default theme, you can see the even the buttons there, they're very bright, very easy to see. So that's nice as well. It's quite a cute little animation on them too. So yeah, so that is Unity, looking snazzy. A different type of Unity, I guess, different look, different feel, and coming your way soon. Oh snap, you know what? The guys that love the special effects, I never really showed any of that off, so let me just do that, just briefly quickly jump over that. Of course, you see the wobbly windows is enabled. I've got the cube enabled as well, over eight desktops. So you've got the cube fully functional with the reflections and the dark background. You've got the cylinder cube as well working. I'm still working on that. I'll fix up those bottom panels and stuff on that. So yeah, so you got all the special effects as well. So that's pretty snazzy. So I just wanted to show off that the Unity, and this is in VirtualBox, by the way. VirtualBox. I mean, you see how this flies in VirtualBox. I click something, it's open, it's instant. There's no lag. So yeah, speed's also going to be a nice thing, yeah, in this edition. So yeah, that's it. Cheers, guys.